Why do people struggle financially? Why do people remain poor in spite of years of hard work? Why do professionals still experience financial strain in spite of high salaries? It all boils down to what I am about to share with you. In my sojourn, in my experience, I've come to discover some certain principles that if you and I apply on a consistent basis would not just catapult us into unending financial success, but also help us to pass on our wealth to the next generation. Let me start by sharing with you my own experience. My journey started 5 years ago. I resigned from where I was working, and I felt it was time for me to set up my own business. I did all I could. I prepared and saved, and at the right time I dropped my resignation letter, expecting that business would start coming in immediately, and it would be bed of roses. But I was in for a rude shock. I started the business quite alright, and things took a turn for bad. It was so bad. Things were so bad for me, and I was so broke that I had no money to eat. I had no money to even move from place to place. I could remember bus conductors, embarrassing me, because I couldn't pay the fares. I remember going into a boutique, a very popular boutique, and on getting there with a friend of mine, we just to encourage ourselves, and we entered the boutique and we were just checking out the clothing, and one of the attendants walked up to us and he asked us how he could help us. And we said, no, we told him, we want to check out your stuff. Guess what he said? He said to me, we don't have your size. That was the height of the embarrassment. What was implying was that was not the right place for us to come. That we should go to poor parts of the city to get our clothing. That obviously we couldn't afford the clothing there. So it was so bad. Things were so bad. I was frustrated. It tended to depression. But I realized that rather than hoping and wishing for things to happen, rather than expecting things to happen by themselves, I needed to change myself. I was expecting things to happen. I was expecting the world to accept me. I was expecting, my finances to rise all of a sudden, but it never did. So I realized that I needed to change myself, work on myself from within. I realized that I needed to embark on a journey of discovery to find out basic principles that I could apply and that would eventually change my finances and would catapult me to financial success. And in my journey, I discovered these principles.